G'day. Goldson back with another adventure update or journey update towards 100 million gold in the War Within. Today is the 16th of September and it's a Monday. And I hope everyone had a great weekend because I had a sick weekend. I did nothing but play World of Warcraft. Oh, I went to Costco on Saturday and had a little bit of a food date there. Probably not a good thing, but there's something I want to put forward to my audience, and I know it might be maybe not on par with gold making, but nonetheless I want to do it anyway. So just a quick one. As you know, I'm on a path to 100 million gold, and at the same time I want to lose weight, and I've been trying to lose weight for a long time, and I sort of understand exactly how it works. The mental part has to be done first, and I think I've done it. And if you want to see my weight loss adventure or journey over time, follow me on X, because I think it's better to put my updates on X just so it doesn't clog up the YouTube feed algorithm or whatever. But let's get into it. All right, so we found a little cubby house here. Who knows where we are, but if you're clever enough and you see the map, we're in Storm's Watch. All right, and now just so you can see, if you're curious, if you're watching the video and you're curious about the add-ons here, or they're actually weak auras. So I've got 3 weak auras here, or technically 4. I've got one here showing me the currency of my cash. So that's how much cash I have on this character. So I've got a fair bit. This one here, on the left, it's a Muse Profession Knowledge Tracker. Shows you where how much knowledge you got left. So on the left here, it's on the blue side, it shows you your weekly stuff, and then on the right side you've got the pink side, which is like your one-time knowledge. So you can sort of, at a glance, you can see, oh, I need to do this. And it's a handy one there. I think I'll chuck in the description on this video just the 3 weak auras that I use, or technically 4. I'll put them in the description if you want to check them out and have a look yourself. The third one we're going to talk about here that I'm using is this Bountiful Delve tracker. So apparently every day there's 4 Bountiful Delves that you can do and if you do each one at like a certain level, I think you have to like go to the entrance of the delve and then like go and select which tier you want to do, and then you just double check the rewards. And the reason why you check the rewards, because some of those delves, the bountiful ones, give daily experience towards Bran. So if you want to level up Bran like to max, I think someone said that it's capped at level 38. But if you want to level him up efficiently, you do the bountiful delves every day, I guess. So this is a bit of a tracker. I do this if I got time, extra time. The top one here is Tama's War Within Helper, and this one, it's basically a checklist. You can't really see it. I've checked off everything for the week anyway, so that's why there's nothing there. But on reset in 2 days' time, this thing will be like chock-a-block. And I've just got all the stuff that I've got that I want to do, and I've turned everything else off. But that's just a quick one. Thought I'd mention it. All right, so where the fuck are we? Where are we? We're in this tree. I found a cubby house in this tree. I don't know why. I just thought I'd fly up there. This dungeon's actually pretty cool. But all right, so what are we talking about? Like, I know Goldson, you got 92 tailoring alts and alchemy alts, and why the fuck are you crafting old school tailoring bolts? And the reason why is the opportunity, because everyone's fixated on the War Within, and that means other people aren't fixating on other stuff. And in question we have, what do we got? If we click on tailoring, there we go. Oh, and another one, sorry, newsflash, I don't know if you watched on my X feed yesterday, I finally installed CraftSim since the first time since Dragonflight, and I installed it in Dragonflight as soon as it came out, when it was like it wasn't even it was the basic that it ever was, and I sort of like I don't like this. I like doing my own things, but this CraftSim's fucking awesome, man. Like, and it's an overlay to the crafting window. I like it. Look at this. Oh, that's weaking out. Look at that. Okay, maybe it's not perfect, but why is it flickering like that? Weird. But it shows you your concentration and when it's going to come back. And the one I used here was recipes. So you say if you go to the auction house, right, and I normally do a scan. So as you know, if you use Auctionator and you scan all your shit, you can use CraftSim's like the price sourcing will go from Auctionator to CraftSim. So I think the combination of Auctionator and CraftSim is pretty powerful. But I mainly just use this to have a little, like if I want to have a little play, I can simulate like a future build, or I can just quickly scan my recipe. So I've just scanned the auction house there, so I can close it, right? And then I click on this control panel, and I'm still a noob with this, so bear in mind of that. I click on that recipe scan, and then I just click scan, and it shows me what the most profitable recipes to craft using concentration. So right now, Daybreak Spell Thread is number one, and it's 5,900 profit. And then I love this little thing here. It's got a little tick here. If you untick concentration and then you scan again, look at that. Oh, it's saying Duskweave bags are profitable, 38% profitable. That's crazy. Talking about bags, we're gonna. I just wanted to showcase that. I find it interesting. And there's one more, average profit. So if I click on the Sunset Spell Thread, and then this is the Auctionator to craft and profit, and this is the CraftSim data. So if I hit concentrate, it should change. There we go. So okay, Auctionator saying profit is 1,800 gold, whereas CraftSim saying 4K. So it's not accurate, 100% accurate. But what I do, I just look, because I use Auctionator just to go, is it profitable? Yep. Okay, we'll look into it. Same with CraftSim. I look at it and go, if CraftSim's saying it's profitable, we'll look into it. So really, I only use it as a gauge to say, is it yay or is it nay? So it's a helpful tool. And I donated to the guy. I think his name Florian. Must be a guy in Europe. What a cool dude! Like he's definitely gone. Yeah, if you want to support, you just click support here, and then it's got all the links here. PayPal me at blah blah blah. You know, if I see something good in the marketplace that's free and it's good and I get value from it, I'm definitely going to support it, because that's the incentive structure I want to support in the future. If you're not providing value to the marketplace, I don't want to know about it. If you're giving value to the marketplace, you should be rewarded. Okay, so what are we talking about here? So we're going to the Auctionator. First, we're talking about the bolts. So we got Azure Weave bolt. Let's go average profit. Okay, so Azure Weave bolt, as you know, is a Dragonflight tailoring bolt, because in the wall within we've got Dawn and Duskweave, and in Dragonflight we had Azure Weave Chronocloth bolt. So it's the same thing, and with the cooldowns and that. But this is saying 482 gold profit. What if we use concentration? Doesn't change much. And then okay, so that's telling me it's profitable. Auctionator's saying it's profitable, and then we'll type in Chronocloth, same deal. Profit, Auctionator saying profit, CraftSim saying profit. So we've got to look into it. And I did look into it actually, because I've got 46 alts that are set up with Dragonflight tailoring, fully maxed out. And I want to talk about it because it's pretty interesting, man, how the tools work and stuff like that. Okay, so what I do, I've got a shopping string here. So I click shopping on Auctionator. I've got a shopping list here called DF bolts, Dragonflight bolts. And all I do is click that button. And what this does, sort of scans all the materials that I want to have a look at, which is really, really handy. So it's like having a favorite list on drugs. This way you can like click on it. And so if I click on Awakening Air, it will automatically want to purchase the right amount, for example. So you can set a shopping list. Is really handy, really handy. So I've scanned it all, and then I'll click on Export Results, which will give me a copy text prompt. So I just copy that, right? So we just got our price sourcing, right? So we got our prices. So we'll just log off to save the average GPH. All right, so we've logged in to my spreadsheet, and this, as you know, I've set it up so that copy text prompt, I just paste it into this box here, and it should input my price value. So I just click on the green box, Control Paste. There we go. So that imports all the prices from Auctionator from that scan. So it's up to date, live. There's no delay. So really, it's just a method to see it. So let's make the screen a bit bigger. Let's go to 150. How's that? 150? Maybe too big. 100. 125. How's that? Okay, so like this sheet, it's all colourful and shit, but we're going to go through it, and I'll show you. This is how I like to do my calculations. Like, especially if I find a build that I'll use from time to time, and in particular, this build is done every 10 days. if the price is right. All right, so as you can see down the bottom here, because I've already gone through and actually I've skipped a step here, ladies and gentlemen. We've skipped a step. Okay, so I had a bit of a rethink of how I'm going to portray this. So we're going to just we'll go through a bit of the theory, and then we'll show you how I craft the stuff, and then we'll come back here for the information. All right, so just blank slate, clean slate, and just have a check it out. So okay, so if you see on this spreadsheet, I generally mark yellow as like to edit, like that's a cell to edit. So if you look here, we'll click on this alt section here. So that's telling me how many alts do I have. So I've got 46. So I type in 46, and then because we're going to craft what do you call it? Awaken Azure Weave bolt and chronocloth bolts rank 2. And as you know, you can, or you might not know actually. That's what I'm telling you. But you can store. It takes 10 days on average to store up 30 charges of each bolt. So it's something you can't just mass craft, similar to the Dawn and Duskweave bolts. But in Dragonflight, you can only have 30 of each, whereas in the War Within, you can have 60 of each over 10 days. So there's like double the amount of bolts. So we type in quantity each, so we want 30 of each. There we go. All right, so because I put in that number, in blue, it's telling me how much is needed. So if I click on, it's sort of projected across. So Awakened Air, I need 1,380. And as you know, with the shopping list, if I click search and then I click buy, it would automatically buy. And then, so what I'll do, I'll go through, I've already bought all the materials, and you can see here at the bottom, just make that a bit bigger. I've already bought the stuff. So normally I'll buy it, and then I'll put my price in to this sheet here. So I bought, my buy price was 40 gold, and I did it last night. And you can see now the market price is 37 gold. So it's gone, Awakened Air's gone down 3 gold. So it doesn't really matter. It's what we buy it at. So I'll tick this box, and then I'll buy this one, Awakened Frost. So it was 30 gold, 24 silver. And I'll tick the box, and I'll go through and I'll just put in what I paid for the items. Okay. Yeah. And the Vibrant Wildercloth Bolt rank 2s. 10 gold. All right. So and you can see now I massively overpriced myself. Well, not massively. I don't think so. I think this Awakened Order, someone's been baiting on Awakened Order, but it doesn't matter nonetheless because we've already bought it. The only reason this has changed, okay, it's probably a bit more realistic. So we've got that. And you can see here this cost column on H. So we'll get rid of this. We'll delete that. Make it a bit easier. And we could probably increase the size again. Yeah, that's probably a bit bigger for you to see. So we put in what we paid, and you can see here we've spent total cost in column A on the top left hand side. We've spent 336,000 gold. That's how much I spent last night to buy all the materials to make all of this shit. All right, and so in column H, it's the cost. So what I've done is that I've made a little sort of function, I guess, and I've just roughly added up how much it costs in raw mats to click the button. So to do the Azure Weave bolts, it cost me 117 gold. Chronocloth a bit more expensive, 127. If you look at the price, the market price is 485. So there's a big difference already. So this already tells me it's worth it. Okay, but let's go into it a bit more. Well, I think actually we'll go into the game because I've got 46 Tailors from Dragonflight, and I've done 45 already. So I left one last just to show you how I do it. So what I did last night before bed, I used a special teleport, and that teleport is here, this macro. I've got a macro here. So you might be able to see it at the bottom right. I've got the blue macro and a sort of thing. So the blue one teleports me to Azure Span, the Azure Archives, to the tailoring loom. And this one here teleports me to the Dawn of the Infinite dungeon. Because the reason why I've got the teleports to these places is because I've timed it on a 20 key back in Dragonflight. So if you know, it teleports you to the dungeon entrance, but it puts it on an 8-hour cooldown. Alrighty. So we'll fly over here, and I'm pretty sure I've got to get the guild bank out first because all my materials are in the guild bank. So I'll just take the stuff out. So you can see I've already crafted stuff already. So we'll just click on this tailoring loom, which is the chronocloth one. type in chrono. Here it is. So I've got, see, you got 30 charges. This is mad. Look at the multicraft. On this character, I got 41%. That's because I got the multicraft tool, the new one. So I've got all the new tools from Khazar Gar all within. And as you know, they've got more secondary stats, profession stats on them. So, and because we're in the old expansion, because we're in the old expansion, look at this. The multicraft's ballistic. 41%. On my other characters, the ones that have the green tools, it's only 37. But who cares? So let's just craft it. So we just send it. We're just sending it. 41% multicraft's going to be pretty insane. Look at it. Look at it. Just multicraft. And as you know, multicraft's pretty good because it brings down your average production cost by a shit ton, by a lot. But you got to factor in multicraft and resourcefulness when you're doing this kind of stuff, and I'll show you in the spreadsheet a bit later on. So okay, that's all done. And now because we used up our teleport, because before in Dragonfly I had to fly manually and it just took a lot of time, but with these portals I can do it I can do it really quickly. So last night I just went on to my characters, clicked this teleport button, teleported back to that chronocloth joint, crafted 30, chucked it in the guild bank log, and then herfed back to Dornigal. And then this morning I re-logged onto all those 46 or 45 alts and then did the Azure archives, and you can see we're headed there now. And if you're not sure, we're on the map here. If you're just playing the War Within and you never played Dragonfly, this is what we used to do. The chronocloth place was here, the Azure Weave bolt trainer was here, or whatever. The loom. But thank God, I was thinking, we better not have this shit in War Within, and thank God they listened. So in the War Within, just any crafting table, you can craft the specialized bolts. So just think that I'll be probably doing the exact same in Midnight. I'm going to be using my 92 Tailors and crafting the old school War Within bolts to make profit still. All right, so we're rocked up. We're rocked up at the Azure archives. Here's the other loom. So this one here is the Azure. So we type in Azure Weave bolt. There we go. So we got 40 here, and we send that again. Look at it go. We're pumping. And then once this is all crafted, we'll hearth back to Dornigal, and we're out of the. We don't have to come back here for another 10 days. But we only come back if the price is right. Last time I tried to do it last week, but the price was for all the materials like the Awakened Order and all that shit was too expensive. So I was like, I'll just wait. And then sometimes I just check it now and then. Well, I sort of checked it yesterday with Craft Sim. I was like, oh, just mucking around. I said, okay, let's have a look. Because when you do the recipe scan, it scans everything. So, and I saw it on there. I was like, oh, okay. Okay, we're back with a vengeance. We are in Dornigal. Righto. Let's go and chuck it all in the bank, and let's tally up how much we've made, and then we'll go back to the spreadsheet, eh? Putting all the stuff back in the bank. It's a bit of a process, but I'm doing this just to show it. So I'm just gonna take a screenshot of that. Save. All right, we'll log out and we'll switch over to the spreadsheet. Okay, spreadsheet time. So we go insert. Image over cells. All right, browse. There is a picture here, and it should put in the picture because it's just a reference really. We'll just chuck it there. Okay, so we bought all the materials. We've written down our buy price, and we know how much we paid. We've paid 336,000 gold. And let's see how much we can make from this. All right. So what I've done here, as you can see, the yellow boxes, I've got to put in basically what I got left. So Awakened Air is first. So Awakened Air, I've got 150 in the bank. So that's like the resourcefulness procs. So I saved 150 Awakened Airs, and Awakened Frost. So Awakened Frost is, what's that? 128. And then we go down. Awakened Order, we saved 297. So it's good resourcefulness procs. And if you can see here, as I'm writing it in, it's giving me an average of, like, on average I'm saving 3 Awakened Airs every time I do 30 crafts, or I'm saving 0.1. So these are all statistics, but the end result is to figure out on average how much resourcefulness and multi-craft we get. And we do it on average. So I'll just quickly nip over to the left a bit. See I've put in here crafting averages. So if I did this in another 10 days, I'd come in here and I'll write the information here. And so every time I do it, I'll write in the information. So if we do it over 40 days or whatever, we're going to have information on four crafting sessions. and that's gonna give us a more accurate average on profitability. So we'll go back. We'll revisit this later on if the price is right. What else we got? Vibrant Wildercloth bolts. How many we got? 779. Going by the photo, Azure bolts. So we wanted to craft 1380, but we ended up crafting how many? What's that? 2108. Oops. 2108. Fuck. So out of 1380, that's initially how much we were going to craft. With our multi-craft, we ended up making 2100 something. That's crazy. That's hectic. And Chrono Cloth, what are we at? 2088. So we put that in the spreadsheet. So as you know, this has already filled out my sheet. And if you can see here, my estimated revenue is 1.8 million. If we sell at market price, so the market price is here, this is our crafting cost. That's our raw cost, but our actual cost is this here in column I. You can see next the red and pink. So you got the red is the raw cost, which is what we should be selling at. We should sell it at cost on the auction house, but we don't. But our actual cost should be the difference between that and that. But it doesn't really work that way anymore. It's all based on supply and demand. But our actual cost, so each bolt cost me 76 gold to make one, and I can sell it for 485, which is crazy. That's why look at this estimated profit, 1.4 million. This sounds, and that's with the 5%. Taken out of, that's the 5% auction house cut taken out already. And it's telling me it's 423% profit, which is nuts. Like even if my math is off by like 10%, 20%, this is still like making a lot of moolah. And the point of it is the reason why it's expensive is because no one's doing it. Supply and demand. So because everyone's focused on the war within, they forget about the old school stuff. And I'm slowly getting to learn this because apparently I've been told that there's a group of players, like I think an entire server, a group of players that do not play the current expansion. Like when the War Within came out, they all played Dragonflight because it's easier to do because they're much stronger. They can complete stuff a lot easier, and because they're in a group, it's actually be pretty cool to play the old expansion when the new one's available. I reckon it'd be, especially if there was a community around it. Like that just sounds crazy, but that might be the reason why these bolts still have demand. But I really think the demand is in the the bags. So I've got right now I've got the choice. So do I just sell the bolts and then be done with the profit, or can I turn those bolts into the bags and sell it at a profit? I know you might be able to craft it more, but for this example, I'm just going to sell the bolts. And by the time you watch this, they're already probably up on the auction house. If they don't sell, I'll just craft them into bags, and I'll use the new resourcefulness tool from the new expansion to make heaps and heaps of bags. And because I'm making the bags more cheaper than what it costs to make the Weave the Cloth and Weave the Cloth reagent bags in the War Within, then I can undercut the new bags that have the same slot size. I can undercut them by 10, 20% and still make a profit. And when you look at, when people are buying bags on the auction house, they might be like, oh, I'll get a rare one with the same slots that's 20% cheaper. It's a no-brainer. But it takes a bit more work. And if you're not on a big server, and in fact, if you don't spread your seed and put all those bags on, I reckon if you made all bags and spread it across multiple servers at a decent price, even if you just change the price to 20% below the current ones, they will sell like that because people like to see a bargain. They'll go, well, I'm definitely providing value to the marketplace, especially if someone's in the market to buy bag slots. They'll look at it and they'll go, spend more money for a common bag or spend less money for a rare bag with the same slots. It's a no-brainer, But anyway, I just hope everyone's having a good time with the War Within. Just hang in there. We're still ramping up the alt army. I've made mistakes. I'm not perfect. I don't claim to be. I just want to reach my goals. I just want to get to the point of reaching my goals, writing down goals and reaching them, no matter what those goals are. And at the start of the video, I did talk about my weight loss adventure? Because I know I'm a big boy, and I know most of the people that play this game are big set fellas too, and I'm hearing you, man. I'm with you. I'm a big boy, and I realized that playing copious amounts of gaming and online content for many years, many years, decades. I started playing computers when I was like 13 years old, man. Like probably 14 years old, I started with computers, and I never looked back, man. So that's been 2 decades, and I've always been a big kid, and I understand now why. It's so simple. It's because it's what you eat. You are what you eat. So, and I'm thinking, and I've had attempts in the past to lose weight, but I wasn't there. I never did the work. I never, like the mental work. Like I used to go to the gym and work out, but I never changed my eating habits. I'm like, you're fighting a lost battle, because 80% of weight loss is food intake. Like if you drink beer, you drink Coke, if you drink products that are mass manufactured and processed, then you're going to gain weight. It's that simple. So, and I know it's fucking hard to give it up. It's like an addiction, like this game. It's addiction. This game is addiction to me. I'm trying to turn it into something beneficial to addiction, because there's a lot of people out there just play more hours than me, and they're slowly degrading their lifespan, their health, and it's all because of this addiction. It is an addiction. It's the same with junk food addiction, and I'm well aware of the risks of my health as I'm getting older and older. Like my back's getting sore. Like man, I gotta have like a bloody 2-leg pull up to get out of the bed in the morning, and I'm sick of it. To be honest, I'm fucking sick of it. And I bet if you are a big fella too, or big chick, I'm pretty sure most of my audience are male. So, and you wanna make the change, and if you need inspiration to do it, then follow me on X. I'm gonna start doing some weight loss stuff. It's gonna be slow and steady, because I know doing it cold turkey ain't gonna fucking work, because I've done it before, and I know that it's gonna take months to change my eating habits. And I've got a foolproof way of doing it. So if you want to watch me lose weight and gain gold at the same time, please do so. Follow me on X. And that's the end of today's video. Goldson. I'll see you tomorrow on the weekly recap. See you, boys.